And Juju Chang is here. A GMA weekend investigation about the drivers of the buses. Juju?
Good morning, Kate. Well, just this week, a New York City driver and a bus matron were arrested and charged with child endangerment after a 3-year-old autistic boy was left on the bus for more than 6 hours. It serves as a grim reminder for the parents who put their children on buses every day. And we're talking about 26 million school children. Those parents put their faith not just in the vehicle, but at the person at the wheel.
Hurry up, guys. It's almost time for the bus.
For 10-year-old Danny Cole and his 5-year-old brother Kasdan, it was just another trip to the bus stop in Loudon, Tennessee.
Be good. Kasdan, look both ways. Cross with brother, please.
What they didn't know was their school bus driver was under the influence.
Yeah, it was scary when I was on the bus. She was driving on the curb after we got on, and when we were start going up and turned, she about hit a car.
Witnesses said the bus swerved off the road repeatedly. All 30 kids on board, including their next-door neighbor, were terrified.
It was like a roller coaster, but scarier. It's like she's jerking us and everything. She about went into a car, just trying to stop.
The boys hustled off the bus as soon as they could.
When you were running up that hill, what were you thinking?
I was running so fast just in case she pulled off, and then she'll hit another car. Pieces won't be flying everywhere, so we all started running as fast as we could.
Just 3 blocks away, 48-year-old Vicky Kwanzi passed out, slumped over the steering wheel at this church parking lot. The bus driver was arrested and faces charges of driving under the influence of painkillers and reckless endangerment of a child.
I'm really angry at the school system. Whoever's the personnel will be that hires these drivers has fallen asleep at the desk, just as, as well as she did behind the wheel of that bus.
Concerned parents rushed to the school.
My oldest came out of his class first. Oh, Mom, the bus driver was crazy and on drugs. My littlest one, I'm sorry. I was in the hallway waiting for my youngest, and he came out of his classroom and saw me and raped and dropped to his knees, and we sat on the floor for 10 minutes crying. And he said, Mommy, I was so scared. And I said, Kasdan, Mommy, so sorry. You'll never have to be scared like that again.
In just the past 2 months, there have been dozens of examples of drivers who've been accused of selling drugs, driving drunk, even molesting children on school buses. According to federal law, bus drivers must have a commercial driver's license. Other regulations vary by state and by district, but they all require criminal background checks, as well as random drug and alcohol testing. The problem is, some states don't play by the rules.
There aren't really any repercussions from not following these guidelines, and that is really sad.
Susan Monty performed an audit of 30 districts in Missouri, looking at 435 drivers. She found nearly 70 of them were not in compliance. Districts often failed to run criminal background checks or drug tests, or even meet training requirements.
We found all kinds of district personnel who had no idea that there were federal regulations. I think that this is a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, we know that our children are at risk because we're not screening the bus drivers.
Is this a disaster waiting to happen?
No, it's not. The school bus has been an American icon for a long time. Studies have shown that it's the safest mode of transportation. If anything, it's getting better.
We entrust these officials with the safety of our children. We don't know them, but we trust them.
Yeah, we don't have a choice to trust them. I mean, someone else picks and chooses who is responsible for 30+ children.
After weeks of nightmares following the trauma, all 3 boys say one lesson stands out.
When we tell you stuff about the bus driver, you should really listen and don't say that you guys are just saying that.